Well, yeah, I feel like we can transition over to ways to support.
Well, yeah, if people do want to support the podcast out there, I guess you could
if you're
inform
in the mood
them of how to do that.
So the first way, and this is kind of a two-way street, Onnit supplements, right? Supplements, all kinds of cool stuff. In fact, my friend from Kauai, Cameron, he hit me up and was like, hey, what's Onnit has this, it's a new pre-workout, but it's non-stimulant. Usually pre-workouts, They crush up a bunch of ephedra and they feed it to you. They don't actually do that, but it seems like they do. I'm not saying that's all a bad thing, but it's not like healthy, So anyway, this one is like a healthy one. It's like non-stimulant.
Have you tried it?
Oh, I just got it. Haven't tried it yet. But I'm going to get
report back to us once you've tried it.
Yeah. But if you're into sometimes you go on the website and you get like caught up reading all the cool stuff and all this stuff. Like it's on there so you can look at it and see if
you
it
mentioned that a
sounds
lot.
good.
You actually mentioned that a lot. How you go to the Onnit website and you read. Maybe I just don't do as thorough research as you when it comes to checking out where my krill oil comes from. But I know what I'm looking for and I go do it. But if you're more like Echo and you want to spend time on the website reading and researching, a good place to do is onnit.com. Throw a /Jocko on there if you want to get a little money saved.
Yeah, if you want to save 10% off /Jocko. So it's onnit.com /Jocko. Anyway, they got some good stuff. You can pretty much you can rest assured that it's all good stuff. It's not a bunch of ephedra crushed in to powder form, and they're selling it as
it's krill oil.
Vasodilator or something like this.
Big words.
It's not that.
Big words, Echo.
I read now. So anyway, 10% off onnit.com /Jocko. Shroom Tech is dope too. Alpha Brain. These are all part of the what do you call it? EDC.
Everyday carry.
Everyday consumption.
Everyday consumption. I like that.
Right,
I like
EDC. Krill oil. Took that today already. Alpha Brain. That's like every other day.
It depends. Some people
EODC.
get on it. Get on Alpha Brain.
Yeah,
and
every day.
Some people take it every day.
Yeah.
Some people take Shroom Tech every day.
Yeah.
I take Shroom Tech when needed.
Yeah, me too.
When anticipated needed.
Yeah. Krill oil every day.
Krill oil every day.
For sure.
Without question. Strong bone every day.
Yeah. I got this peanut butter.
Warrior bar when needed.
Bro, I've been having one every day. Two every day for the past 3-4 days. Yeah.
It's because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to eat something healthy and that tastes good, and I'm kind of hungry, and I want to get it really quickly without having to do anything but peel open a wrapper. Boom, Warrior bars in the house.
Yeah, guaranteed. But yeah, there's some cool stuff. I got this peanut butter. It's not peanut butter. It's cashew, almond, and I don't know, something else, but it's real good. That's what I got. It's real gourmet too. MCT oil. It's all up in there. Anyway, good stuff.
I do have an MCT oil too, by the way.
Yeah.
I take the coconut MCT oil from Onnit, and I mix it with heavy whipping cream. I don't do that until it's whipped cream.
Right.
I just pour it a little bit in there. I stir it up, and I drink heavy whipping cream, which is just all fat, which is awesome, with MCT, which is more fat, and I drink all that.
Yeah, and it's good fat.
It's good fat, but it's very, very fulfilling. Very, very. And I'm talking, it's a little bit bigger when I have little glasses that I mix it in. They're bigger than a shot glass, but they're smaller than a cocktail glass.
Right. It's called the rocks glass.
Perhaps.
In the bar industry is what it's called.
Yeah, you know more about that stuff.
Yeah. It's bigger than, Yeah, MCT, I mean, not to go into all the fats and good fats versus bad. It's more fulfilling. Fat has 9 calories per gram.
Yeah.
Carbohydrates and protein
have 4.
4, yeah. Alcohol, 7. Little trivia.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's all good. Alcohol's not, I don't think they sell alcohol on it, so you're all good there. But that's a good way. I feel like I'm repeating it. Onnit.com /Jocko. But if you do want the 10% off, you got to add the /Jocko. If you want to pay the full price, which is cool too, by the way, just go onnit.com. Anyway, another way to support, if you're in the mood to support, the Amazon link, click through. It's Christmas coming up. What is today? Whatever the date is today. Christmas coming up within what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. Anyway, when you do your shopping, if you're like, hey, I'm going to shop for Christmas, for my friends, family, whatever, and it's in your mind that you want to support podcasts, just go to our website, jockostore.com, or Jocko JockoPodcast.com.
A lot of people ask me, hey, where are your favorite books that you've read? Can you send us a list of those? And I say, go to www.jockopodcast.com. All the books that we've talked about on the podcast. The book that I read today, go and buy it.
Yeah.
Go and buy it. Colder Than Hell, A Marine Rifle Company at Chosin Reservoir by Joseph R. Owen. Buy it, read it. I could have just read the entire book on air. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but
it would take a long time.
It would take a long time, but there's so much stuff that I absolutely had to skip and say. I was like struggling with myself, going, I used up most of a highlighter and a half highlighting this book. So, but order this book. You'll have it on the website.
Yeah, it's a whole page. All of them are on there. Yeah, on the page. You go top menu. Books from the podcast, I think it's called. You click on it, and there's links directly to Amazon.
Yeah.
So yeah, boom. There's another way to support, but it's all Amazon. You click through. If you're just doing regular shopping, there's a banner on the kind of on the right side. You click through there, do your shopping, and it supports the podcast. Two birds, one stone, kind of thing. Anyway, also you can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Jocko will probably. Well, no, you already mentioned this. Oh, we got on the top podcast of 2016 list. iTunes, big deal. Anyway, subscribe to their YouTube, not YouTube, but iTunes.
We were on the top podcasts of 2016 list from iTunes. Is your statement
iTunes, correct? Yeah, that just popped in my head because when you subscribe on iTunes. Leave a review if you're in the mood.
Actually, leave a review and make sure it's awesome. Not awesome in terms of good, but just make sure that it's fun for me to read.
Yeah. That'll invoke more the will to read.
Or if it's not fun to read, some good points that you like or don't like. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I like reading those reviews. I've read every single review, so I'm reading them.
It's good. And then
keeps
YouTube.
me in check.
Yeah.
Make sure we're delivering.
Yeah, you got to deliver, I guess. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. So we've been slowly putting more videos on there, excerpts and whatnot. Jocko McNuggets, where you can or share, with your friends or whatever quickly. I'm put more today even, and then some good excerpts. I think. Subscribe to that. Stay informed video wise. Also, we have a store. Jocko has a store. It's called JockoStore.com. So if ever we all wear clothes, T-shirts, right? Why not make it a Jocko T-shirt? That's kind of the thing,
It's a thing.
It's a thing, Brad, how's this? So Chris, I don't know if I showed you this. So Chris Rue is our friend, fellow black belt. He's at, I want to say, I don't even know the whole story. I was trying to call him. He was like,
I totally know this story. Go.
Yeah. So he's one of the cadets.
Yeah, cadet at West Point.
Yeah. So he's. I don't know how. Do you know how he?
I don't know how he saw him or whatever, but a cadet at West Point, and I don't have his name right now.
In uniform.
He's in uniform, but the uniform that they wear, it's cold up there, so they wear these. Basically, it's like a giant cape.
Right.
And underneath the cape, he had a Jocko Podcast shirt on. He actually had the straight up Jocko face on that thing, and it was. He posted an awesome picture on social media of him pulling up his cape, and he had that T-shirt on.
Yeah, Jocko's face.
Maybe that was the secret weapon that led the Army to the first victory in 14 years over Navy in football.
Tom Neal,
yes, yep. He was the cadet.
Doing it, yeah. He was representing in the wild.
In the wild.
Really in the wild. Double in the wild, yeah.
Well, that's even beyond the wild. I don't know what the regulations are, but I'm fairly certain the T-shirt, the Jocko Podcast T-shirt is not part of Army regulations.
Unless it is now. I'm just saying you never know.
Perhaps.
But yeah.
But he's been actually in touch before he went to West Point. He was getting ready to go, he was like reaching out. And he was getting after it, ready to go crush it at West Point. So good for him.
Into some no-gi jiu-jitsu as well.
True.
Chris. Anyway, so JockoStore.com, that's where you can get like cool shirts, discipline equals freedom, all these things. Some women's stuff on there, some hoodies on there, some rash guards on there for some activity. You know what I'm talking about. And some patches on there, the regulation one with the that one, the Velcro that's on there. Some other stuff. So yeah, go on there, look at it. You don't have to buy nothing. Just look at it. If you like something, go ahead, get it. Good way to support. And boom, you got a shirt. Look at that. Also, okay, so here's the thing. This started a while ago. Okay, so I'll tell this story. I'll keep it short. But so I was like, I don't have.
Echo went rogue again, basically.
Yeah, so, and it started with kind of nothing. So, okay, we're talking about luxury and like, okay, fuck, I only got 6 hours sleep. I'm usually used to 8.5 or something like that, right? So, but I know I can do a workout. And I know you don't get that much sleep, or if you're tired or not tired or whatever, you still push through the workout. So, but I'm thinking, yeah, you're hard, your money, whatever, but there has to be times where you gotta basically talk yourself into it. Basically. So I'm like, all right, like, what do you say? You gotta, be honest. Like, what do you say, to yourself? And I figured it would have, like a lot of stuff that you can always say, like, we have this luxury and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, but so I asked you, and what you told me, I was like, okay, that was good. That was legit right there. So, and it worked. It totally worked. So what I did, one thing led to another kind of in my head. So I was like, all right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to record that. You're going to say that. I'm going to record it. And on top of that, not just the working out. And usually like with food and stuff like donuts, and I joke around that I eat like whole things of Oreos because that's just a joke. Like sometimes I do.
But you do.
Yeah, but I have willpower. Like that's not a problem with, but some people don't. So I'm like, yeah, if that workout thing that you just said could apply to like all these other things, we're going to record that too. Then you start thinking, and a lot of people have been saying, hey, what about like a ringtone? You should have ringtones, or, for my alarm and all this stuff. So I'm like, all right, well, basically one thing led to another. We recorded them and I put them on iTunes. Called it Psychological Warfare. Good move, I think, on my part.
So it's on iTunes.
Yes, on iTunes. It's like, yeah, so we're charging, and here's another, so this kind of ties it back to how you can support the podcast. Look, so we hit about 8 to 10 birds with one stone with this. It's 99 cents for a track, or you can buy like the whole thing. I think there's like 13, 14 tracks on there for $9. I think that's kind of standard. But so that's how much I put it, or I listed it as. And you just download it. You can put it as your ringtone. There's one for waking up. Actually, there's 2 for waking up, right? So
Isn't there 3 for waking up?
Maybe, yeah. But there's a few.
Because in my mind, I pictured people like, oh, you want to wake up? Cool. We can come down on that. I go through that every day, waking up.
Yeah. So
Let's
be
able to do that.
So
it's sort of like a song that you could buy. It's like a song that you could buy on iTunes. Like a regular
same
song,
process.
or an album.
Yes, same process. You just download. You can buy 1 track, 2 tracks, or the whole thing, or whatever. I mean, it's 99 cents, so it's not like
you're supporting the podcast.
Yes, exactly right. Here's a little tip I was thinking about though. So your wake up. There's like a few wake up ones, right? I mentioned that. If you put that as your alarm, clear it with your wife or whoever you're sleeping with. I'll tell you right now, if that thing, but if she don't know about it and that comes on, it'll freak her out, man. That's a good point. So, dude, that's a little pro tip right there if you're using it. But I'll say it's 100% guaranteed. If you felt like how I felt with workouts, like I'm really not in the mood to go do a workout, and you listen to the workout one, I will say with 100% certainty, you will not skip the workout. I'll say that right now.
That's legit.
Anyway. Psychological Warfare.
Who's the
iTunes.
Artist?
I think it's Jocko Willink.
Okay.
I think.
Because that's how they list them, by artist, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did I just become an artist real quick there? That's scary. Let's call it something else.
You kind of got.
Can I be something else?
You kind of got flanked and pushed into it though. So, artist, author, podcaster, technically.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so. I heard it. Anyway, give your wife the heads up if you
these guys are fighting a war in Korea. I'm over here being an artist. What happened to me?
But it's all here.
No, wrong. Not going to happen.
No, it's all for a good cause, though. I'm telling you, because if anyone's like I am, which I'm straight up, it's more than an assumption. I am of the belief that some people are like me in that way where you just don't feel like it. I know we just read this and now we all feel like it. I understand that, but you don't have that feeling every single day. I'm telling you right now, this helps. This helps you get after it. Help me for sure. Anyway,
psychological warfare.
All
right. Also, hey, on iTunes, or sorry, not on iTunes, but on Amazon, you can get some white tea. It's like I said, we're working through the supply chain issues, but it's been popping up every couple days. They refill. You can order it. It tastes good, and it makes you feel good, and it will increase your deadlift capabilities to a minimum of 7,000 pounds. Many are getting up to 8,000 pound deadlifts from drinking Jocko white tea. You can get a get after it mug, by the way, too. So they're bigger than normal. I'll say that.
Yeah,
they're bigger than a normal mug. A normal mug is not as big as a get after it mug.
Bro, so it's like with every sip, like you're doing bicep curls. You're getting. Actually, that's not my joke. I could stole that from Twitter.
So that's that. Also on Amazon, you can pick up Colder Than Hell, the book I read today. Do it. Put it in your collection of badass books. You can pick up another book that's called Extreme Ownership. That's written by me and my brother Leif Babin. It is also a book that's about combat, but it's also more of a book about leadership. And if you want to give someone, speaking of the holiday season, if you want to give someone a gift that's gonna, some gifts that you get, they go in the drawer that doesn't get opened anymore, right? Yeah. And then it takes you a couple of years and you finally throw it away. Don't give that gift. Throw it away. Give the gift that someone's going to say, man, you gave me that book. It's legit. I read it. Oh, I implemented this. Hey, what did you think about the gift? Give them a gift that's going to have long-term value. Long-term value. Give them a little book called Extreme Ownership. You can get it on Amazon.com. Hey, speaking of Extreme Ownership, also, we got the muster. Number 2, 002, May 4th and 5th at the Marriott Marquis in New York City. Now, the last one that we had people from 42 different states. We had people from 5 foreign countries, and we had leaders at every level of the chain of command in every size business that you could imagine. So it was a super diverse group of people that are all together they had one similarity, and that is they want to get better and crush it in leadership, in their business, and in their life. So that's what we do at the muster. Leif and I, who are there, obviously, when I say we're there, I don't mean we're there, meaning we're in the same building, but we're hiding somewhere. No, we're there. We are actually with you. We are sitting down with you. We are talking. We're not hiding behind the curtain. We don't even have a backstage. They said, well, where do you want your backstage area? We don't need one. We're not going backstage. Yeah. People want to come and talk and learn. We want to learn from them. So come and get it. I've said this every time. This is going to sell out. It's going to sell out, and then you won't be able to go. And also the prices are going up. So as you get close to the event, the prices go up. The reason we do that is so we incentivize you to buy the tickets now so that we can plan better. Right? We like to we plan and we prepare things. If all of you sign up, April 22nd, we got some logistics problems. I don't want to be in the same boat I'm in with Jocko white tea where I've failed logistically. And it takes me a while to get it back on track. So sign up early, save yourself some money, and let us be better prepared for that. If you got questions, you can email muster@echelonfront.com, or you can check out the website, www.extremeownership.com, and we will see you there, and you'll see me, and you'll see Leif, you'll see Echo Charles, and you'll see everybody else. We'll all be there getting after it. While you're waiting to hang out with us at the muster, if you want to kind of hang out with us virtually, well, Echo and I we're both kind of cruising the interwebs. Yeah. Twitter, yep, we're there. Instagram, we're there. And you even gonna see us. You even gonna see us on that Facebook, you boy. Echo is at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink.